This week's artifact is Doctor Strange, starring patron saint of cheekbones and Revolutionary War scapegoat Benedict Arnoldbatch. The film follows an Earthling doctor named Stevie Strange, who thinks he's all that in a bag of starch wafers. But then a car crashes into his hands, and he can't be doctor no more. He tries everything to fix them, including whining, but nothing works. Then he learns that there's such a thing as Eastern medicine, so he travels to Asia to meet a middle-aged white lady with a British accent.
You're very welcome.
Who agrees to teach him fireworks. Strange studies super hard and reads a whole bunch of library books, almost as if he's never heard of Thug Notes. He even reads stuff from the secret off-limits section labeled time control powers that might come in handy later. The librarian tells him not to be such a nerd, or he'll end up like Caecilius, a former student who liked spells so much he joined the dark side of the Force in an entirely different Disney franchise. Caecilius's ears are burning, so he shows up to see who's talking smack. And this time he's joined by his new squeeze, an evil space cloud named Dormammu. Caecilius kills the middle-aged British one and destroys 2 of the 3 magic buildings that protect Earth, but not before revealing the middle-aged one's darkest secret. She's bald.
She wasn't who I thought she was.
Strange stops off for a quick makeover montage, then meanders over to Hong Kong to protect the final magic building before tea. The only problem is that tea is almost over, and Dormammu is already slurping down planet Earth like it's his job, which it isn't, because clouds can't have jobs. Strange uses his illegal time powers to trap Dormammu with him in a single moment forever, aka my wife's signature move. Finally, they strike a deal, and Strange sets Dormammu free on the condition that he go bother some other planet full of innocent people that's out of his jurisdiction. Doctor Strange explores the nature of human consciousness, especially if you watch it high as shit. In the beginning, Strange views the world as a materialist and a reductionist, as evidenced by his lack of facial hair. He is a basic bitch. So he believes any phenomenon, no matter how complex, can be reduced to its most basic physical mechanisms. That, and he loves pumpkin spice lattes.
I do not believe in fairy tales about chakras or energy or the power of belief. There is no such thing as spirit.
This ideology contributes to Strange's lack of empathy.
Stephen, everything is about you.
Since to him, people are just masses of cells, he can ignore intangibles like emotion or human decency and freely behave like a sweaty little plasma sack.
This is the part where you apologize.
This is the part where you leave.
He feels no particular inclination to help people in need, unless one or more of those people are him.
A 68-year-old female with an advanced brainstem glioma.
Yeah, you want me to screw up my perfect record? Definitely not.
But Strange adopts a more metaphysical perspective when the middle-aged one grants him his holy goatee and opens his eye.
Open your eye.
The film draws from religions such as Hinduism in its use of the eye to represent a tiny, nearsighted gateway to higher consciousness. The eyes of Caecilius and the Zealots are blackened and oozing, reflecting their abuse of this gateway, not to mention their punk rock lifestyle. Another prevalent theme in the movie is time, which Caecilius views as not being on his side. No, it isn't.
People think in terms of good and evil when really time is the true enemy of us all. Time kills everything.
Doctor Strange is similarly fixated with the hands of time, despite the fact that hands are a sore subject for him. Medicine is a battle against the clock, all in the hopes of fending off death as long as possible.
You get me to an operating theater now, just you. Now, I haven't any time.
But as he learns from his culturally appropriating Snow White guru, life is meaningful, only insofar as it is finite.
Death is what gives life meaning. To know your days are numbered, your time is short.
Strange embraces this wisdom when he demonstrates his willingness to sacrifice his life over and over to save the ones he loves, and also the ones he only likes as a friend. Whereas he once collected expensive watches that reflected his cavalier attitude toward time, in the end, Strange wears only a broken keepsake as a reminder that his life will someday end, and that he must value his life and the people in it. At least until he can make a trip to the watch store. For Earthling Cinema, I'm garyx wormuloid. Time to go.
Hey!
Hey everyone, Jared here, garyx wormuloid's intern again. We've got another one of our famous viewer comment segments coming up in just a second, so stick around to see if your comment made it. But before that, if you like what we do and want to help us do more, consider becoming a patron. In addition to other good stuff, patrons get access to exclusive wisecrack content, including our Too Hot for YouTube 8-bit philosophy video on VR porn. And new this month, you'll get a special patrons-only rant in which I complain even more about Suicide Squad. So check out our Patreon, become a supporter, and help us reach our new Patreon milestone. If we reach it, we'll be able to make videos on highly requested stuff like Drive, Whiplash, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Metropolis, Fargo, and more. And as a patron, you'll of course get exclusive access to them first. Now, as promised, Garyx's editor Ryan is here for viewer comments.
Heyo!
So, what are the people saying?
Okay, first up, we have Amani Simmons on our Beauty and the Beast Earthling episode. She says, I love you this so much. Earthling cinema always makes my day. Thank you for this, and thank you for your eyebrows.
I'll extend the compliment to Mr. Wormuloid's eyebrow dresser. She works very hard.
He'd be very appreciative of your comment, and thank you very much for leaving it.
He actually lifts weights with them. You know, you gotta work out with them.
I know, yeah. They have muscles and veins and arteries. Next up, we got Zombie4416 on our Earthling Aladdin video. He or she says, are his eyebrows for real? They make me want to beat his face to a bloody pulp so bad. We're getting conflicting messages.
Yeah, we're getting conflicting messages, but I would say that that's probably years of evolution and that humans are probably programmed to want to punch him in the face.
But Mafeels says on our Suicide Squad video, a day after this video was uploaded, the movie they bashed on got an Oscar.
Well, this must be the first time that a bad movie got an Oscar.
Next up is Drunax on our Aladdin video says, you should do an Earthling Cinema SpongeBob. That's all. You should do an Earthling Cinema SpongeBob.
You know, a lot of these movies are like in kind of bad condition from the blast, so hopefully the SpongeBob one survived.
On the Beauty and the Beast episode, Garyx calls Gaston a fuckboy, and this one commenter says, I think this is absolutely perfectly hilarious. You call Guest on a fuckboy. He's a total fuckboy, do shit fucking fuckboy. What do you have to say to that, Jared? Any commentary whatsoever?
Thanks, Bajalo. It's always good to know that when we tell a joke, somebody gets it.
On the Philosophy of Westworld video, Waltham1892 gave this insightful comment, stuffed crust pizza is a sin against man, God, and Italy.
Those are some fighting words. Stuffed crust pizza is a true human artifact. I mean, like, humans have been dead for how long? And one of the main things they're remembered for is stuffed crust pizza.
You might not know this, but Jared is a junk food aficionado and a competitive eating contender. All right, dude, that's all I got.
Keep them coming, guys.
Yeah, keep them coming. Thanks a lot for all your comments. We really like reading all of them.
And if you want to check out more from Wisecrack, click here to go to our channel page and watch our Earthling Cinema episode on The Incredibles or one of our other videos. All right, I gotta go pick up Mr. Wormuloid's dry cleaning. Bye-bye.
Peace out!